started. Okay, I'm not gonna take any risks with music, honestly. I'm pretty sure I got a stream at some point demonetized for doing Legend of, or part of it muted for doing Legend of Zelda music. So like, you really just never know these days what music is okay and which music is not okay. Anyways, there's not enough music right now, so. There's the music.
Is it evening already? Time to kick back and relax then. Let's hang out for a bit.
Dude, I wish I could get 4 copies of Static V. I think, if I'm not mistaken... Ooh, I could get multiple copies of Static V, but I need to either use the Old Mine Chip Trader, which is a hassle, or Undernet 1 Green Mystery Datas at level 3. The most reliable chip I'm going to be able to get is Static Encode. Right now we can get Dark Tornado. We can get Dark Tornado right now, and we can get Dark Thunder right now. And Dark Thunder is very important, so we're gonna grab that.
Operator.
Slow Gauge Fire Liberations. I could go for Slow Gauge. Slow Gauge you do get early in this game, right? Anyways, we need to do Squirrel Comp first. I'm a bad boy. My folder right now consists of Dark Sword and a bunch of chips. The folder's not great yet, but I mean, for the time being, it's fine. This is disgusting, and we don't want it. I don't know why this is here. We are not a fan. I know the Squirrel Comp has blue mystery datas. Pretty sure. I also don't remember which way I'm supposed to go here. I never remember which way I'm supposed to go here. And Hyalek is useless, of course. At least get rid of that guy. There's our Dark Sword. Alright, I don't know which chips I'm gonna be focusing on. No, that's yet, no. Yes, we're in the Squirrel Comp right now for Shadow Man shenanigans indeed. Is this supposed to go the other way for a mystery data? I don't know. Dark Soul, honestly, yes. It is very clutch to have Dark Soul. Oh crap, what? I didn't realize that, but I don't even know why. Why did I have Buster Max on? What did I do last night that required me to use Buster Max that I then forgot to turn it off afterwards? My karma probably just went up for that. Only one thing to do, get my karma back down. There we go. Alright, let's Dark Soul this job. I love how the Dark Soul just gets confused. It used Dark Sword. I didn't touch the Dark Sword. It used Dark Sword twice there by itself. We'll take it. We will take it. We are in Comp 10. Really, I have no idea where I'm going. 11. Mystery data for 400 Zenny. Is that all that's here? Don't worry, we're just gonna keep on purposely activating the Dark Soul. But my Dark Sword also seems to always show up on turn 2. Alright, I almost died there. Yeah, one of the Dark Soul things would be a little scary. But fortunately, we are getting the Dark Soul pretty often. This is a Mr. Data, right up 1. Okay. Is there an HP memory in here? I am hydrating. I got my cup of water. Even it's a cup of ice water because I just like ice water, honestly. Hello? How many seeds would... Bro just threw like 4 seeds back to back. Alright, game plan for tonight is to get through the SciLab Liberation mission. I'll see if we can... we could probably start the next section. I'm a little curious. What do you guys think? Should the next section be... Should the next section be done off screen because there's no Dark Mega Man, or what? What do we think? How should we go about doing that? Next section off screen, or next section we play it? Dark Water, I wish. I was at least right about which area to go to. I'm honestly surprised that I found my way here. Wait, you can charge multiple chips or rapid fire them with Zerker? I didn't know that. I did not know that was a thing. Hey look, it's Shadow Man. Oh my god, he actually remembers a character from a previous game for like the first time ever. This is crazy. Hey hero. Yeah, I think I would do that section off screen as much as I can tomorrow. Hey, this is actually not the first time we see Shadow Man, because we saw Shadow Man in Battle Arcs 1 and 2, but it is the first time you see Shadow Man's operator. I love how Land just automatically assumes that he's a Nebula agent. The guy's like, no, I do my own thing. I did not know Zerker had that gimmick. I clearly was not paying attention when I played that game. And he just disappears. That's kind of cool. Alright, so before we go onto the net, because we have an email, I have to read it. Oh, Higsby's is open? Higsby's is open. Let's go. I will have to buy every chip here eventually. Should I just buy Super Vulcan now and see if I can start spamming Super Vulcan for my Dark Soul and start using it? That'd be fun. That would be fun. But what we actually need right now is... Not you. What we actually need right now... I haven't done... I forgot that this is when Higsby's opens. Let's grab our lotto codes real quick. Just super fast. Okay. Anti-Navy, anti-recover, anti-sword, anti-water is the only one we don't have yet. I can't see anything, by the way, guys. Attack max is yellow. I just want you guys to know that I'm so good at doing this that I'm actually doing this right now without... I can't see my Switch screen right now. But I'm so good at doing it with the audio cues. Oh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. There's a really good chip here, guys. Hold on. Why was this in Higsby's Lotto machine? Can someone explain why this is in Higsby's Lotto machine? Like, this shouldn't be in Higsby's Lotto machine. What is this doing here? For what reason? No, Admiral, you can't have it. It's mine. I know you're gonna ask if you can have it. No, you cannot. Alright, let's see what else we want. I guess we could do the other anti-chips. I could do all the anti-chips because they're just really good in liberation missions. Depending on the viruses that show up in the liberation mission, having the anti-chips is insanely strong. A dark chip dealer might have put it in there. That's true. Alright, we get fast gauge early on, which is really nice. Then I guess we'll grab this just so that I won't have to. Ooh, this is a good chip for Dark Run, actually. Comes in V code, so I might try shenanigans with this if I could get air shoes. Then let me try the right 6, 8, 9, 4. Cool. Okay, HP plus parts are probably a good idea as well, just to have them. I usually don't do HP plus parts. Yeah, but I'm not. I can't use Chaos Unison, so I am doing a Dark Karma playstyle. Let's do HP plus 300. Let's do HP plus 400. I might use HP plus programs later on, and then let's do an HP plus 500. Then I can get 3 free lock enemies, which could be useful later on. You 100%ed your workout routine, nice. Congrats. Oh, okay, it just gives it to you automatically. I know, right? Don't you guys love the panic music? Isn't it just so good? This is a good program. Alright, this is a terrible chip, but we need it for chip completion, so... Oh, my lock enemy is full? Oops. My bad. Okay, recover 300 isn't super important, but you know. Soul Turn is useless. I usually have Soul Turn, but okay, we'll have this. Spin blue. Spin green here. And then we have spin red. S-Code is always good. And yes, S-Code can be good with Dark Soul. And let me show you why it's good with Dark Soul. Watch. Yes, S-Code is good with Dark Soul for this exact reason here. The only problem is that this is the only guaranteed static in the S code that you can get in this game. The only other way of getting static in the S code in this game is to get it from chip traders, which, you know, not ideal. Let's get a couple of untraps. Kind of messed that one up, but we're good. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna throw in static, of course. Static has to go into the folder. We can throw it in instead of CC'd for now. Fast gauge should always go. I have 5 megabytes somehow. The anti-chips, whatever. Dark Invis definitely should go in here. Instead of spreader. Anti-water could go in here. I don't really need it right now. Getting 3 is not a great chip to use right now. If I could get air shoes later, then get on 3 would be really good for some of the Navi fights. Yeah, we have our 2 copies of static, if it's important. Fast gauge show up a lot. Alright. I know you can get bubble wrap from here. And the bargain bin lets you get barrier, which I can't use, Vulcan, which is whatever, and mini bomb. And the chip trader lets me get sword in the L code. Hooray. Alright, that should be enough of that. Now, Tubi. 2010? Sure. Dark Sonic. I don't plan on using Dark Sonic, honestly. We are gonna commit Dark Invis Chaos now. Okay, where is this kid? It's the quiz kid. Okay. I always forget to answer that question. And okay, the answer is 10. Combine of what? Too dirty, I think? No? Alright, I was spamming the button and then I didn't see. Note speed time. Cannon, mini bomb, and wide sword. 80, 120, 170. Yeah, baseball. Dark Thunder. The best dark chip, guys. Yeah, that one's one we're gonna keep in the folder probably permanently for the rest of the run, honestly. Alright, that's our 3 dark chips. That is our 3 dark chips for now. I have sub chips, but I don't really need any of them. And then the only other chip I'm missing right now that I can get is in the old mine, which I'm not using right now, but I maybe will use later in the game. There is one more. Random kid is handing a dark chip. Well, clearly someone handed the kid a random dark chip, so can't really blame the kid. I think they were down, up here somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. Is there like an HP memory here? No. I don't remember where the person is. Is it here? No. Was it in the other part of the mine? I think so, actually. I know that there's one more NPC in the old mine that gets you Dark Tornado. And while Dark Tornado would be really good, and in fact Dark Tornado is very good, We might use Dark Tornado later on in combination with maybe in combination with Dark Wide Shot. But we'll see. There he is. And that's Dark Tornado. So that... By Dark Chips, we have access to Dark Sword, which is really good. Dark Tornado, which is pretty good. Dark Thunder, which is incredible. Dark Sonic, which is great for PvP, but it's ain't PvP. And arguably the best Dark Chip in the game. Alright, what do you guys think? Tornado or Dark Sword for my folder? Do we do Dark Tornado instead? Make sure that my Dark Soul has as many different Dark Chips as possible to use. I did get a great deal there. Tornado? Alright. Say less. I really wish that Burn Man, Video Man, Cold Man were all like I wish that they were like Dark Navis and used the Dark Chips in those tournament fights as well. So that would make sense. Okay, we gotta go to Oran. We gotta go to ACDC. We gotta go to Oran Area via ACDC, that's what I'm trying to say. Too bad Battle Arc 4 literally had zero focus on a story. Battle Arc 4 just did things for the sake of doing things. They just decided to do tournaments because they didn't want to come up with an actual coherent story for that game. Which is so upsetting. Oh wait. Oh, it's go time, boys. Let go. Make him do all of it. Okay. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? I did forget to take a look at my custom. I think you can minimize or compress programs in this game. I think so. Let me make sure I do that. So we have custom 2. Hold on. Okay. So custom 2 is compressed. We have Mega Folder 2, which is now compressed. We have Undershirt, which I believe we can compress, right? Undershirt could go to, yes it can. And then we have Buster Pack, which is blue in this game. I didn't know it was blue in this game. LBLAR. Cool. Attack max. Okay, we're gonna remove everything for now. We're gonna do Buster Pack. We need Undershirt. We could use Undershirt, honestly. I think we do Undershirt for now, because even though that can stop my Dark Soul from activating, it can A, prevent a stupid death, and B, and more importantly, I don't really need to activate my Dark Soul so much, because I'm using Dark Chips. I'm gonna keep using Dark Chips because later on in the game I will be using that Gospel patch card, which gives me 600 HP. By the way, my Buster was doing 70 damage there, because I keep on using Buster up. It does mean you get 2 Undershirts. It also means that you get 2 Dark Invis. And that's the fun part. The other thing I'm going to do, and we will do... I kind of want to do something silly. You know, I keep getting Buster up, and then my Buster does 70 damage. Like, see how my Buster is doing ridiculously high amounts of damage because I keep on using Buster up? We're gonna play into that. What if I fight Nebula Gray later on in the game, my Dark Soul activates in the middle of that fight, and my Dark Soul just keeps on activating Buster ups? And at the same time, what if at the same time, I'm also using 4 Buster ups in my folder, so now my Buster could be doing 100 or more damage per shot? I think that would make the fights against Nebula Gray really easy. So we might do that. Recover 10 stars is a nice chip, but not for this run. Don't need to heal HP here. Oh! Go time. Like, how much damage I was doing? That was pretty good. It's like the Guts machine gun, but better. Also, I could be buying chips from here if I wanted to. I can buy the HP memories right now. None of these are that valuable. I mean, if you had a lot of money at the start of the game, having custom sword and high cannons at the very beginning of the game would be so sick. But it's just so expensive. I have status, yeah, patch cards. This patch card, there's a patch card here, Maddie's Custom, which only costs 5 megabytes. It straight up gives you emotion and status bugs. Doesn't give you any quote-unquote positive effects. It just gives you emotion bug and status bug. The funny thing being that both of those bugs can be very good. Now, the emotion bug means nothing because I am playing with Dark Soul, which means that that bug can't do anything anyways. And the other bug is the what's it called? The other bug is status bug, which can blind or confuse me at the start of the game, but it can also do helpful things, like make me invis or invincible. Anyways, if you guys are wondering why I'm doing a liberation mission, I'm just letting you know right now. We're gonna do this for a couple of copies of Buster Up because this is where you get Buster Up for free. Oh, it's free real estate. Okay, so Dark Invis plus Buster Up is kind of funny. Do I need to... Yes, I do need to bug for static. But the thing is that I can rely... I can actually rely on patch cards for bugs instead. Nice. I could have killed him whenever I wanted to there, a regular shot, but it's more fun to let him get hit by the Dark Thunder. I also don't remember which chips you could get from this liberation mission. Let's find out. You could get Boomer B, Genon P, Tornado D, or Gunsel A. One of those actually does sound pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. If I could get more boomers in the V code, that would be kind of nice actually. I mean, it makes more sense that that's what Regal would do. Although, to be fair, Wily did have some free navies as well. Stone Man in Battle Arc 1 was a free navi. Bomb Man was also a free Navi. Neither of them had operators. Oh boy, I recovered 2 HP. I don't know if using dark chips in liberation missions actually count towards your HP loss. I can't use that. I mean, right now, they kind of architects, let's be honest here. We got our Buster up. But I want to see what the other chip is. Correct. Drill Man is also an independent Navi. As is Bubble Man. Both Bubble Man and Drill Man were independent Navis. Oh right, I keep forgetting I have Buster. I have Buster Max, I keep forgetting it. This doesn't matter. I'm just curious to see if I would get Boomer off of this. If I do, it'd be really nice to get Boomer here. We're about to find out. What should be Gunsoul? Oh, it's Boomer. Okay. That means we want to go for the other... Is there another one? Yeah. I love when the anime version of Shade Man gets dumpstered. It's so funny. It is on code rare static, exactly. That's why I want the boomers. That's the only reason why I actually care about this boomer chip right now. Because it's on the same code as static. Actually, we should do this with Mega Man. Oh, Spice. Yeah, that's how it usually works, isn't it? Hell, Static. Static is so good, dude. I love it so much. Alright, let's go get another Boomer. Don't worry, I'm not gonna actually finish the mission. Actually, I could. Oh, it does lower your HP. That's fine. You don't need HP recovery. Again, I don't really care about if I lose HP. I'll have 501 HP. I'll have slightly less than 501 HP, and then I'll get 600 HP off of the patch card anyways, so who cares? Let's actually finish the mission so that I can get my Blizzard Man chip, because I have not gotten the Blizzard Man chip, ironically. Wait, you can pause buffer that? How? That is true. Navis do not bleed. They just have that weird little visual effect. Oh, God, if this hits him. Okay. Yeah. That works. That worked out well. I can say I'm happy with that one. Get the Blizzard Man chip as well, which I was gonna get anyways, but it's fine. And I have to just do that one more time. So this screen, the menu. That was a very good Rip Bozo. I love that it did exactly enough damage. That makes me so happy. That genuinely just made me so happy to watch. I never really thought of pause buffering that, honestly. Alright, remember, we're only doing this to get the Buster up. Once we get Buster up, we can leave. That is kind of funny. I might try that in the future. Got him. In one turn. And I'm out of water. Oops, sorry, that was loud. I'm out of water, so all that's left is a bunch of ice. We don't like the ice. That's funny, because I usually just let myself go insane with stop resetting that. Because there are, honestly, some chips that are insanely good, but are only obtainable. There are chips that are only obtainable from Liberation missions that are really good. Boomer V for early game is honestly kind of a good chip. Only good for early game, though. Not really a late game chip. Tornado D you get from this Liberation as well, which is also very good. I don't think he's permadark, but I'm probably getting close. Okay, we can retreat now. We'll have a bunch of Buster Ups now. Buster Up will be useful for... Hello. Alright, grab some food, I'll still be here. I'll be on until like around 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock tonight, so... I've only been on for 45 minutes. I plan on being on for at least 2 hours. Have I gotten Blizzardman SP yet? No, but why does that matter? I don't need it. I can't do anything with it. Blizzardman SP is, you know, kind of a useless chip for me right now. Okay, let's throw in Buster Ups. Let's throw in Boomers. We can throw out... We'll get rid of the anti-chips for now. Need the anti-chips yet. I have no idea where I got the Boomer A from, honestly. I feel like we should be using Chaos Lord, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of cheap to use Chaos Lord, so we're just gonna not use Chaos Lord, and it should be good. Yeah, my max HP is only 73 now, so it was definitely counting my, Why aren't I using Dark Sword? Because my other chips are better. Look at all those V-Code chips I just had. Oh, I can turn off Buster Max now. The reason I'm not using Dark Sword is because I already used the Dark Sword a lot, which means my Dark Soul is already using that chip a lot. I want to make sure that I'm using Dark Thunder, because Dark Thunder is really good. I want to use Dark Tornado, because if I'm getting hit, it means that Dark Tornado is increasing its range, so if the Dark Soul uses Dark Tornado, because I've taken damage, that's really good. And I want to use Dark Invis because it's Dark Invis. Does not need an explanation. In fact, let's have fun. That is case in point. Well, that was static, but still. That was static. But I stand by what I'm saying. My max HP is down to only 70 now. Alright, time to have fun again. This is how we beat Nebula Gray later in the game. Look how disgusting that is. I made sure that this thing would start using C-Seed, and it just used C-Seed with Dark Thunder. That is 400 damage and paralysis. That is disgusting. I love it. That's so good. I'm not using Chaos Lord, don't worry. Dark Soul is only really good in PvP, honestly. The Dark Soul mechanic is more of a PvP mechanic than it is a PvE mechanic. Especially in Valorant 4, where you can accidentally soft block the game and not complete it just because you went Dark Mega Man. Which is hilarious that that's the case, but there we are. Oh no, I had undershirt. I don't know if that was a regular thunder or a dark thunder. But anyways, I think I might be... Check out my max HP, guys. I don't know if it's my max HP or if it's just my current HP. Oh, a very, very angry cat outside right now. Ouchies. I'm about to die. Let's just do the double drop again. Here we go. Nice and easy. My max HP is now 68. Don't worry about what happens next. 48 bug frags. That's the other thing. I need to make sure that I have bug frags later on in the game because I do still need to get bug charge. The hope is that once I make it to the undernet in the late game, I already have access to bug charge. That is what we would like to happen. And my karma does go up there, but that's fine. Tornado L. Tornado L is actually really good in this game. It's a lot better if you're playing Team Proto Man because, you know, Gyro Soul exists, but L Code Tornado is really good in this game because it stacks with Area Grab and the L Code, which is huge. Anyways, how about Dark Thunder? I hate when I'm confused. So annoying. Quick, use Dark Thunder. Nice. We did it. Okay, Energy Bomb P is a chip that exists in this game, I suppose. Oh, it's Cactule's EX already. Alright. I'm kind of mad about that. Let's see if this works. It does work. Anti-wood works against Cactules. Nice. I always forget if that works against them or not. Okay, and then money-wise, we need four copies of Static and Encode. It's 16,000 each. Good. Oh no! Look guys, it's the mechanic in this game that no one ever got to use because you don't have crossover points in this game because you need to do PvP for them. It could be. This is part of the reason why I was asking if you guys want me to do... It probably won't be, I'm sure I'll die against base again. Please don't break the mystery data. You dick. He immediately breaks the mystery data. Very good. Yeah, don't be surprised if I end up dying later on in the game. Probably in liberation missions. I might count liberation missions as... Oh no, it's my Dark Soul. Quick, use Dark Tornado. Okay, see, that's the thing. He's using Dark Sword a lot right now because it was the only chip I had for a while. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure I'll die against Base XX because if I'm planning on playing the game 100%, I'll need to fight Base XX or Double Cross, whatever his name is. And I'm sure Nebula Gray is gonna kill me at least once or twice, depending on what my HP range is at that point. It's kind of funny that I was trying to intentionally take damage there, and I just can't. So we're just gonna make sure I still can't take damage. Oh, even the Dark Sword gets invincible. That's funny. The green invincibility frames. I mean, Dark Soul can die. It's just that it saves your life one time, but it's only one time. So if you die a second time, then sucks to suck. I got HP recovery. Okay, we got some money there. We're almost at 100,000 zennies. Let's start buying things, honestly. Are any of these chips worth it? I do need Guardian for later on in the game. Right, I need 16, 16, and 16, which is 16, 32, 48,000, and 12,000. I need 60,000 zennies for my statics later on in the game. So let's buy... There's one very good reason for why I'm playing Team Colonel. The reason I'm playing Team Colonel instead of Team Proto Man is specifically because of one chip. This game, you can get Bug Curse. Bug Curse actually deals a lot of damage. In in Team Proto Man, you get Bug Chain, which is a PvP exclusive chip. In Balnaric 5 Team Proto Man, you get Bug Chain, which I think just moves your bugs onto your opponent or something. So it's not useful. Don't worry guys, I have a plan here. Tornado! Hold on, we got this. We got the paralysis chain on him. No! Dark Soul, let's wait. Get him, Dark Soul. Oh? Hold. There. Hey, and we just go again. That's all it takes. It's so stupid, but I love every second of it. The Nightman chip real quick. It also maxes out your HP, which is cool, I guess. Can't fight Shadow Man yet, or Shade Man rather. The Longsword only run. Longsword only. Alright, don't forget. Oh my god. So baddie is funny because usually the Dark Soul gets confused by it, but that worked out pretty well. The Dark Soul wants everything dead, let's be honest here. Well, let's let it. Let's just let the Dark Soul do whatever it wants. There we go. Look at that. You let the Dark Soul do Dark Soul things, and the fight goes well. Plain and simple. I really, you know, I want to use the Pulsar, but did I ever use a Dark Strip in this fight? I don't remember. I think I used Dark Thunder, right? He's just out to do whatever the heck he feels like, honestly. Alright, there should be one more Nebula agent. Does anybody know if I can use Base Cross with Dark Soul Mega Man? Because there is the Dark Soul, the Base Cross card. I'm assuming the answer to the question is yes. Oh no, the Tornado missed. Bro, why did he step back? Why is it that he steps back and then uses Dark Sword? It's so annoying. Oop, hold on, Program Dealer. This is useless. This is useless. This might be a good program to have. Ooh. Okay, so here's something weird. Super Armor, usually an incredible program. Super Armor would be bad in this run. It does cost 70, but that's fine because I only have 5 megabytes used otherwise. Yeah, Super Armor would actually be kind of bad here because it would make it so that I'm not flinching, which means my Tornado doesn't get increased range. The only thing we really would maybe want to buy here is maybe Mega Boulder +1. So I'll buy a Mega Boulder +1, just have it for later on in the game maybe. And then let's compress it. Okay. Okay, so we have Mega Boulder +1 now, we just can't use it. But I'm curious about... Hold on. Special cards. Base Cross. Oh, that looks so sick. That actually looks so badass. I love that. Do I get the cutscene? No. Guys, should I just do Dark Base Cross now? Oh my god, that's nasty. Tell me that's not the most badass looking sprite. It's not until chapter 5. Alright, in that case, we'll turn this off for now. It gives you float shoes. Mega Folder -2 kind of sucks. But yeah, we'll keep this in mind for later on. We'll keep that in mind for when I have to fight Base Double Cross later. Yes, I know we're in chapter 3 right now. Increased range. Restart the entire challenge. Ow! I'm not restarting the challenge. No, we'll definitely use base cross later on. Alright, now I think is when we go to... We gotta do this. And then this is where we have to go into SciLab Area, I think. Double static. Don't mind if I do. I know that my karma goes up because of that, but unless I'm permadark. But that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, we made it to SciLab. There's like a blue mystery data all the way back here for custom 1. That's kind of good. Might use that later on. I'll be honest, the only way I could deal with the cap tanks right now. That was the only way I could. Wait for it. We did it. Did I need to do that? No. Was it worth it anyways? Yes. Right, 2k zennies, very good. We do, like I said, we need 60,000 zennies in order to get a bunch of statics in the end code later on. And then at that point, I will try to do an end code folder. I hate how slow the speed stat is in Valorant 4, 5, and 6 after it's so fast in 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what this is. That could be useful. Geyser in the M code, honestly, could be useful. And it stacks with Dark Thunder being in the M code, and I believe Geyser works against Nebula Gray the same as it did against Duo. So we definitely want that. Yeah, we're just making sure that in as many fights as possible we are using our dark chips. Probably by the end of this chapter, our karma will be low enough for me to be able to just not have to spam dark chips anymore. Would be great. Oh boy, fan. Now I just need to get Wind and Gator. Gateman for Gator. Too bad we're not playing that game now. Oh, area grab A. Any code is so weird in this game. It always looks like it's such an interesting code, but then there's like not that much synergy. Yeah, they did get rid of that, unfortunately, which is such a shame because that was such a fun mechanic. Being able to stand directly in front of an Abby and just spam buster shots on him is so much fun. Good job, Dark Soul. Tell me Dark Invis isn't the best dark chip in this game. Dude, I love it so much. Gotta get that HP memory here. I'm honestly probably gonna make sure I used enough dark chips throughout the game to just tank my karma into permanent dark anyways. I just don't hit the mystery data. Right there. Good job, buddy. He did it. Gun Soul I can't use though, yeah. I mean, area grab drill arm I think is the reason why I'm always like, oh my god, A code is so good in this game. Excuse me, game? You just got Thunder Star here? Okay. Well, we're gonna make sure to grind for those over the next couple days. I can't actually do anything else here. I think I just got, I think that was the second green mystery data. Fine, I'll use Dark Invis. I was hoping for Dark Thunder. Dang. Okay, that was murder. I stop at midnight. I'm sad about the fact that I can't use Night Soul. Night Soul is really good. Just don't let Spice know I said that. I love the fact that my Dark Soul is in fact using the Thunder chip. That is exactly what I wanted it to be doing. Okay, so now should be the run to call it a day. Oh. Yeah, now should be the part, I think, where we're supposed to go to Oran Area again and rescue Nightman. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then after that is when we have to go on the net and do the stupid cloud thing. Does anybody know when you can get access to chip order system, by the way? Because one of the statics and encode is actually available through the chip order system, and it's 4,000 zennies cheaper than if you buy it in End Area. I'm trying to make sure that I do that. I also need to figure out which other dark chips I'm getting in the next area. I know I'll have access to dark... I think you get Dark Lance outside the ship. And then I think, yeah, okay, I was about to say I think Gridman is here right now. He is here right now, so we could fight Gridman. Fighting Gridman would be very thematic to do on Sunday. I am going to not stream on Sunday, by the way, guys. I'll be home on Sunday, so technically I could stream, but given the fact that it's Super Bowl Sunday, I streamed on Super Bowl Sunday last year, and my viewership was negative, so I'm just not going to waste my time this year. Oh, my beautiful, beloved Boomer, what did they do to you in this game? Making you cause flashing. Aw, only hit him once. Hold on, you guys want to see something funny? That was something funny. Here we go. The Gridman ship. I know, right? I love that it says that. What am I, Mr. Famous, doing here? That's a great question. What are you doing here, bro? You know, just mistranslations in Valorant games. Nothing new. No surprises. Alright, I was looking for the mystery datas, honestly. I don't remember what you can get from the green mystery datas in these areas, but it's always nice to just collect green mystery data while you still can. It is a parting gift from Valorant 4. Legs go, man. Load chod, sir. I still love Legs Go Land. It's so stupid. But in a good way. Oh, he belonged to the static. That's so boring. Good job, Dark Soul. I love when the Dark Soul finishes the fight for me. I'm literally putting my controller down when the Dark Soul's fighting. Because, like, what do I need to have the controller in my hand for? I'm not doing anything, I'm just watching. Every time I use Dark Invis, I'm a viewer like the rest of you guys. Speaking of, I'm a viewer now. I love that it also fixes your blindness if you use Dark Invis. Why do I need to use Mark Cannon? Another goal was to make the Dark Soul use Thunder and Dark Thunder as much as possible, and nothing else. But also, static. But also, Dark Invis. Please use... okay. Please use Thunder. I love how it's just like so confused. The fact that the Dark Soul just gets completely confused when the Drixel virus is on your side of the field, it's kind of funny. Just a little bit funny. Sword L. And Sword L is actually kind of good in this game as well. Again, it's more of a Team Proto Man thing, but L Code is really good in this game. Oh no, I missed. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, hold on. Perfect. Static is the honorary dark tip in Valorant Explorer 5, and I love it. Dude, it feels so good to have Buster up, and then get a 60 damage Buster with max charge in this game. It just feels good. Makes me happy. Okay, Urga, we know you're not addicted. Admiral's addicted. Was it actually? Doomer EX locks on 3 rows. Oh, you're right. That's funny. Just for no reason, it just does. Well, I said Admiral and you think I'm summoning you? Honestly, I'm with you on that, Midnight. Buster Up would have made Valorant 1 a more tolerable game, honestly. I might actually enjoy playing it slightly more often. I'm not saying I don't enjoy playing Valorant 1, I do. But we've got to be honest about the fact that sometimes that game just doesn't feel good. Damage Buster, okay. No, we're gonna use Dark Thunder whenever we have Dark Thunder. More important to use Dark Thunder than Dark Tornado. Because, again, Dark Thunder is actually the #1 most important Dark chip in this run. Emphasis on Feral. Wrong emphasis on Feral. Alright, Dark Soul, do your thing. There we go. Good static. Very good static. Nice and easy. Okay, that's the 3rd program. Max Flint, that's why I want to use Dark Tornado. Because if we really think about it, right, Dark Tornado's range increases every time you flinch, so as long as I don't have super armor equipped, I keep taking damage, which means I keep flinching, which means my Dark Tornado range increases, and then eventually I go down to my Dark Soul because I've taken too much damage. And once I get to that point, my Dark Soul will maybe use Dark Tornado. Like it makes sense. Right? It makes sense, right? I almost took a hit there for no reason. We've got to be close to the point where my Karma is perma-dark, hopefully. I don't want to have to rely on dark chips every single fight, but at the same time, it doesn't actually hurt me to use them right now. Because again, my HP dropping doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, my HP is going down, but like... I don't want to use Dark Invis here, but whatever. Dark Drill does make you win instantly in some fights, probably. Look at that. The Dark Sword just used Buster up twice. Oh, I'm definitely gonna use Muramasa, but Muramasa is not a dark chip, so that's fine. I plan on using Muramasa and Anubis. Maybe I'll use Blackwing. And then, if I'm not mistaken... If I'm not mistaken... Dude, Urgot, if that happened, I would be so mad. I would have felt like I wasted so much of my time. Alright, I think we'll be able to go to the end of this liberation mission tonight. At least. Okay. This is what pisses me off in this game. Let's go to Oran Area through ACDC. It's like, why do I have to go through ACDC? Why can't I just go directly from Oran Area? The cloud minigame is annoying. However, I can get access to a very good chip now. I'm also gonna see. I think doing this takes me directly to ACDC 2. Or Area 2, I should say. Hopefully. I also just have not been in here yet, which I should have been in here for that. I hate that there's viruses in these comps. They didn't have viruses in these comps in Battlemark 4. So it's kind of annoying that they have them in 5. Quake comes in key code, okay. Okay, good. We did skip directly to ACDC 2. Which at least saves me a little bit of time. Gold dude out of my face. We don't need him. Alright, fine. We'll just use Dark Invis. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Dark Soul, I believe, cannot use Dark Invis, right? It can only use the other Dark Chips, but it cannot use Dark Invis. And I also might have to consider throwing in Dark Recovery in post-game at least, for a one-time maxing my HP out. No, I don't want to use Dark Invis. That would be stupid. That would be an infinite combo. We don't want an infinite combo. Can you imagine if your Dark Soul used Dark Invis, and then while that Dark Soul is active, it also used Dark Invis? And if that just kept going forever and ever, like... Just imagine. The game would be like... If that was PvP, the game would be unwinnable for your opponent. But the game is clearly trying to give me Dark Invis a bunch. It's because, alright, Dark Invis is like the first one, that's why. If all Mega Man cannot be stopped. True. It seems like he cannot be stopped. There we go. See, that's what I was hoping for. Let's start getting more Dark Thunders. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for them to not allow that. It would be kind of overtuned. So just disabling Dark Invis for the Dark Soul makes sense. Alright, vacuum cloud time. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Alright, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Wait, what bug did I get? Yeah, that's the game plan. That is what I usually do. We just need 4 copies of it. We don't want something behind a cloud. This is what I usually do for the chip. Not for money, we don't need money. Because you could get one of the best chips ever here. 1,000 zennies is not the best chip ever. In fact, it's not even a chip. No. If you talk to Box Pack Trader before, you get vacuum prog without talking to prog. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I did talk to the trader earlier. Okay, it's a virus now. I'm not gonna worry about this too much. It's not like I need the chip you got. You get Electriel. That's what it is. You get Electriel, which is one of the best chips in this game, so it's nice that you can get it this early, especially if you're playing Team Proto Man for Magnet Soul, but also, importantly, the next area does have a lot of aqua viruses, including the stupid submarines that hide in aqua panels. There it is. So you want to get Electriels. Electriel Z, very good chip to have right now. That is going to do so much damage. All the time they're just static my way to a win. That's what I usually do. Electriel V code is what I usually do. Immediately there, nice. Electriel is a really good chip in and of itself. But anyways, since I went on that tangent, I now have to go back. But one of my favorite folders in this game in Team Proto Man is the folder where you go full V code for Magnet Soul. Nice, good static. So the folder is it was one of my early folder decoder videos. It's full V code. You go 2 or 3 copies of C-Seed for doubling damage on Elect Chips, 4 copies of Thunder Star for paralysis / going into Magnet Soul, 4 copies of Electriel 1V, 4 copies of Volts 3V, and a few copies of not Electriel, the other one. What's it called? Custom Volt 2 in V code. Correct. Otaku guys are right. I can get multiple copies of stuff in the chip order. Which means I can actually technically save a lot of money on... I could save a lot of money on, well, on static. Because it's cheaper in the chip order than it is in the actual Oran Area shop. I'm not gonna worry about this gold cloud. There are so many other gold clouds that's fine with me. Dude, I love getting the invincibility bug. That's so good. We're not doing all that for a gold cloud. Not worth the time investment. I used to, but that's when I didn't know you could save scum in front of the gold clouds. Some mystery data here. Static should kill here. Indeed it does. And bug rank is actually good. Got 5 now. And like I said, I do need to make sure I have 100 bug rags when I get into the undernet, so that I can get bug charge. It'll be really nice to use against the Dark Kernel later on. Oh no! My Dark Soul is doing Dark Soul things. I was trying to use Fast Gauge and the game just did not let me. Okay, 2 more areas and then a liberation mission, and then we can call it a night for tonight, I think. Or I can start the next area. Wow, okay, I just got every dark chip under the sun. Cool. Was that just cannon? I think that was cannon. I think I used cannon a few times early on in the game, and that screwed me over. Oh, I love this. Dark Thunder for free. Shoot him! There we go. Isn't it the same in Valor 4 too? The Buster is always light. Even when you're evil karma. Which is kind of silly, but whatever. Here's a free gold cloud. Extra here. 100 zennies is not good enough. You want my battle chip, please? Not a virus either. Like, this is, I think this is the earliest that you can get Electrical in the game, unless you can get it from Higgsby's Chip Trader. I'm pretty sure it's always light, the Buster, when you do regular shots. You get Thunder L. Thunder L. Again, L code, very good in this game, but Thunder Star is so easily accessible. You know what? I'll take a bug frag. I will take a bug frag because bug frags are useful. Always. I've got to be somewhere in the range of permanent evil karma by now, right? Like, there's no way I'm not permanently evil right now. Which is what we're hoping for. My Valorant 4 Dark save, I think, is on this, save, in this, account, yes. here. Let's find out.
Phew, you must be tired.
Play it in red sun, and it says completed, so yeah, this is my dark run. Let's find out. This is it, yeah, 44 max HP. This was my max HP, but without me using HP programs and stuff. God, it's so different in this game. Oh no, it does change to dark. Okay. Never mind. I could have sworn it didn't. Alright. Thought it didn't. I guess it was only in Valorant 5 that it didn't. Anyways, now that I'm here. You guys want to watch me die? Anybody that's like tuning into the stream right now, I was about to say, if anybody tunes into the stream right now and they see me playing Valorant 5, they're gonna be so confused. Or they see it says Valorant 5, but I'm actually playing 4, they're gonna be like, what is going on? Look guys, it's the gold man. Oh no, it's all going to shit already. What's a Valorant 5 fan? Everybody loves Valorant. Oh.
Mega Man Battle Network 4. Take it away, operator.
Yes, I know. Valorant 4, Red Sun, completed. Hooray. I don't have bugs now. I think I had, Mega Folder or something. Ew, it's a virus. That's fine. Ooh, it's a Dark Thunder. Also, let me... Okay, Buster Max is off. I think I beat Duo one time with that build. 44 HP in a dream. I'm pretty sure I beat him one time. But honestly, like, when I actually played the, Valorant 4 Dark Soul run, having access to a strong Muramasa for fighting Duo was so useful. Alright, so you guys said that chapter 5 is when we can... Alright, this guy is supposed to tell you which way to go, and I always forget to check it, so whatever. We must dodge everything. Oh, they area grab you? That's nasty. That's true. Chatter's got a valid point. There is a legitimate reason for why you can't use a Dark Soul. Yeah, so as a kid, I didn't realize that you could go around like this. I used to think that you had to take that gray cloud. You don't have to. You can do this. Yeah, Nebula Gray. Also, you can't. I'm not looking forward to that, honestly. I'm not that worried about Nebula Gray yet. Because again, no, I can't use Dark Soul or my Dark Chips, but I can still use the Dark Soul. I think against Nebula Gray. Maybe I'm wrong about that actually. Can you use the Dark Soul activate against Nebula Gray? Or am I just screwed in that fight? That is true, we do have static. The best dark chip is static, to be fair. Wait, does that mean I can't use dark? I can't use dark plus against him either. That's sad. Okay, no dark chip, but yes, dark soul. Okay, excellent. So then you just build a folder that doesn't rely on the dark chips, that utilizes static, Muramasa, and other stuff similar to those. Right, you just need 4 copies of static, probably attack plus 30 is a good idea for fighting Nebula Gray. Float shoes is a really good idea for fighting Nebula Gray. Because when he cracks your panels, if you have float shoes, you don't care about him cracking your panels. I'll probably do V code if I can. It depends on which static codes I get. I like the idea of using N code against Nebula Gray. But the problem with N code is that I have a movement bug. We have warp step from using Dark Invis. Oh, good thing I can still get through this. And then Dark Thunder has a huge custom HP bug. I think it's like 100 HP you lose. And my max HP is less than 100. Alright, let's do this again. No virus. Come on, just give me my reels. Correct. The 2 statics I have right now, one of them is from using the internet to figure out what the lottery code is for it, and the other one is from a patch card. So, yeah, it is kind of cheap to have them. Their L is a good chip, but not the chip I'm looking for. The really annoying thing also is the fact that the lotto code is static S. So you know that static comes in the S code, which is really good because S code is incredible in this game. But you can't get it reliably, because you would have to get it from chip traders, and have fun with that. If you're playing this game on Legacy Collection and not on an emulator with save states, oh man. That being said, one of the reasons I've always loved playing Battle.net games on emulator is because chip trading is so much easier. See, if static came into L code instead, I would be really happy about that. You know, you're right. We could use the bat folder. We're not going to, but we could. That's really good at dodging the Dark Souls attacks. Light Mega Man again. Oh, never mind. I'm not leaving at any set time tonight. I'm gonna leave at some point between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, which maybe means that after the Liberation I'll be done. This area, however, is notoriously the worst area. I'm supposed to find this guy is behind the gold cloud. I just think that chip trading needed to be updated in this game so that you give a certain number of chips that's more than 10 chips so that you can guarantee specific chips and codes. Chip traders should have been a shop, not just... Chip traders should have been a shop. You know what, Midnight? That's a very valid point. I finished one liberation mission. Since we finished the first liberation mission, let's get the Navi chips for that first mission, shall we? And then let's throw in Magnet Man. Why not? And we can throw in Nightman just because. That's a valid point. You know what? I totally forgot about that. I know Dowsing Zen needs to go. Okay, look at my pal hiding behind the gold clouds before the thunder one. I always end up missing that guy, so we'll see what happens here. Gold clouds before thunder clouds. I have to go this way. Ooh, counter hit. Let's go. No full synchro left. Wide blade A. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I'm gonna go that way. If I do that, it's just a thunder and gold cloud. Let's do this. Let's do this and hope for the best. Alright, Dark Invis time. Okay, Dark Sword. I do appreciate my Dark Soul just yeeting a Dark Sword for no reason. Do I have 4 copies of Electrial? I do. Okay, so we're done collecting Electrials. That's good. That's everything here. And then I think we're supposed to go around like this, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last guy is like right here somewhere. This is the only like annoying section of this area though, to be fair. Anyways, let's one-shot these Metars. Good news, guys, we got Magnet Man, DS. Not using it though. Okay, a lot of money is good. We're still up to 86,000. I shouldn't have saved the game, but the guys are here, so we're good. That's pretty much it. We're done with this area. Now we're just supposed to work our way over here. But once you get access to that frog, you can vacuum up whatever you need, as much as you need. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, my endgame folder is gonna have 4 copies of Buster Up, 100%. I'm gonna have 4 copies of Buster Up when I fight Nebula Gray. That's gonna mean my Buster does at least 90 damage per shot against him. That is gonna make fighting Nebula Gray at the end so much easier. And we're definitely gonna want to have float shoes in the customizer. Goodbye, hand dude. He's got murder. Beautiful. I love when the Dark Soul uses static. It just makes me so happy to see the Dark Soul use static. And then we're gonna have to fight Shadow Man. That's gonna be fun. What do you guys think? Shadow Man first try or what? Okay, bug frags is good. We're at 58 bug frags. I haven't been recording anything tonight. Let's record this fight at least. Mega Man is coming. Prepare yourself. Oh, he's only got 500 HP. This is gonna be fun. no, I'm blind. You guys see what I see? I saw a dark tornado target. That's one way to win a fight. Yeah, blind is not fun for that fight. Yeah, I think they're strong enough after literally ingesting another dark chip. Anyways, don't worry about the cutscene. Yeah, that was a good Dark Tornado. Dark Tornado at the literal best possible moment right there. Just ensuring an easy win. Okay. So the next liberation mission, I need to find out... My max HP is 88. I need to find out what... Yes, I am using patch cards in this run. Hello, Professor. I have not been paying enough attention to names. Yes, Professor, I am using patch cards right now. Right now, the patch card I'm using is Maddie's Custom, which gives me Emotion Bug and Status Bug. Now, the Status Bug does nothing. Or sorry, the Emotion Bug does nothing because my emotion is permanently dark, but it still counts as being active, which helps with static. And then the emotion, and sorry, the Static Bug is the reason why I'm either blind, confused, or invisible or invincible in every fight at the start. I wish you had one Dark Lance by this point in the game. That would be incredible. Later on in the game, I'll probably try Base Cross Mega Man so that I could do the additional base fight in the game. And the other patch card I plan on using later on is this one, Gospel, which gives you 600 HP, Battle HP Bug, Custom Screen HP Bug, Status Bug, and Emotional Window Bug. So lots of bugs, but 600 HP in exchange, which is going to be huge. That's going to be more of a post-game thing though. As of right now, just Maddie's mod, because it gives me emotion and status bugs, which is perfect, all we need right now. And also, every time you use a dark chip, the dark chips do have bugs in this game. Now, for this liberation mission, I don't know what are common enemies here. I could get Navi plus 20 here, which would be sick. My HP is in fact 88. Okay, the viruses are Batty, Bug Tanks, Hacktills, Kanguard, Drixel, and Met EXs. So if I want to do an anti in this liberation mission, we should have anti-wood. We do have anti-wood. We have another anti-wood that I can use. We do have another anti-wood that can be used. We take out Scully for now. I think the folder is totally fine as is. Let's find out. Let's find out if your allies can use DS Navi chips. The bugs are absolutely to increase the range on static, so that static becomes one of the craziest chips ever. Anyways, let's just go do things with Shadow Man, right? You guys think I could liberate this and just one turn it? Or if I did this? If I did this, then I would get everything. You guys can't see my mouse, unfortunately. Screw it, let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. almost got the one turn, but I didn't get it. Alright, that's fine. Back out of here. Alright, let's do it this way instead then. Let's use Nightman first. If I can't one turn this, that's okay. Buster Up helped me one turn that. Buster Up is a good chip. That's all I'm saying. And then I can use order points here. Liberation resets should count as deaths. Fine. Although to be fair, I was gonna win that without dying anyways. Nah. Liberation resets are not deaths, they are strategic. Depending on the reset. That was not an I died reset and I want my... That wasn't an I died and I want my character to reset. It was an I want to try to one turn this. And if I don't, then don't worry about it. Alright, let's use you to beat up the puppy. No, stop dodging. Oh god. I don't need it to be a one turn, but I'm kind of mad that I'm missing. And I still don't get it. We got it. Ooh, I like the blue shade on the South Magnet Man. For the Magnet Man DS, the blue one looks pretty cool. Alright, this is an easy one, right? Uh-oh. This is my last turn. Alright, they can use DS chips. Awesome. Did I fast gauge like a moron? I fast gauged, didn't I? I forgot I have fast gauge in the folder and I think I blanked out and used it. That was stupid of me. That's okay. We got this. Oh no! Alright, that just delays me a turn. It doesn't actually do anything else. I accidentally fast gauged without even realizing what I was doing. I'm just so used to like using it when I see it that I kind of did something stupid there. Wrecking doing 180 damage right now. Nightman uses Nightman DS. Let's go. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I forgot that that guy was going to disappear. Alright, we'll just let Shadow Man take care of things now. This is my favorite part of this mission, is once you get to this point and you can just walk over everything with Shadow Man, and then you gotta liberate this one singular panel while you're completely surrounded. Now, Gyro Man does struggle with this liberation. There it is. Gyro Man struggles here. But Shadow Man shouldn't. Shadow Man should have an easy time here. Oh, I was trying to do something cheeky there. I'm not gonna lie. We got got it. That's all that matters. I was trying to throw my shuriken with the charge attack, come back down, and then try to hit left B anti-damage, which would have been sick if I could have pulled that off. But it wasn't pulled off. Okay, this is just Drixel and these guys. This should be a one turn, right? Because I could just do this. Yeah, perfect. Dude, having max buster stats early on is really good. And then you want to liberate here. Just give us a way to move in deeper. I mean, Colonel is going to take damage from the bird enemy here, but I don't think I care about that too much, honestly. Colonel's charge attack kind of sucks, honestly. Alright, bird attacks Colonel here. I think. Yeah. That's fine. I don't really, that doesn't matter too much. It's 20 damage. Let me correct what I just said. That doesn't matter at all. Nightman doesn't take damage. Fun fact, guys, if there are trap panels later on in the game that you need to get rid of that do damage to you, you can use Nightman to liberate those panels. Because he actually has the ability to one-shot, or like he has the ability rather to block damage. Couldn't one turn, unfortunately, but we will still get the liberation at least. One turn would have been better. Hey Blaze, how's it going? I don't care if I take damage here, right? I just wanna get to that dark hole. That's the best thing I can do here. Nightman DS just immediately takes care of one Ken guard. I cannot one turn this though. Custom does not work to... Oh, I was facing the wrong way. I was spamming buttons like a moron. That's okay. We just needed to get that one panel so that Mega Man could take care of the rest of this. Oh yeah, no, I am 2 hours past where you were. Yeah, I said I gotta one turn this. Even if I'm blind. Beautiful. Bro, when I was younger, Magnet Man was my dedicated bird killer. Those are good times. I miss those days. It was such a good one turn. Perfect timing on the lance. I am doing very well, Blaze. How are you doing? We're over here, we're playing BN5, you know, Dark Souling it up and stuff. Dude. I almost had that as a one turn as well. Would have been sick. I'm over here appreciating the fact that my teammates can use DS, Navi Chip, and Static. Although Static isn't great on them because it's just regular Tornado for your teammates. It's still, you know, good to have. DS Navi Chips are really good though. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad it's going well. Alright, so plot twist. This is a free one turn, right? And then I get to get the key and whatever other item it is. I forget what this other item is. I can't use dark tips, right? This works, right? We're good? We get him? Nice. Easy. Easy. Magnet Man DS is so good. He was standing on the item, and then I was next to another item, so we can get the order points and get our key. Tornado is very good. Dark Tornado was insanely good. Regular Tornado was also really good. So yeah, it's not a bad thing, especially since later on I'm probably going to have access to not dark. I'm probably gonna have access to attack plus 30 later on. I don't see myself not using attack plus 30. I'm just gonna do this. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. Again, it's not a one turn, but who cares? Attack plus 30 is goated. We love that chip so much. Okay, I can just tornado here instead of using dark chips, honestly, or static rather. Now we can do that. Static is just better there than using Dark Thunder. Dark Thunder would have only hit one enemy anyways. I should probably switch up the dark chips that I'm using from now on. Right? Like, is it a good idea to switch up and use Dark Sword instead of Dark Thunder in Liberation missions? Probably. Dude, it was 6 damage shy. That's so sad. I almost had that as a one turn. That would not have mattered at all, but it would have been fun. I like getting one turn deletions because it saves time. I'm trying to save time. Honestly, so far, I think easier. We do have to acknowledge, though, also that I'm using patch cards, so I have a lot of really easy chips. But, I mean, just the power of the Dark Sword, especially for, like, the first Liberation mission, having access to Dark Sword for it, it's kind of nasty. Oh, I almost had that. The Team Navis do have dead. The only dead chips really are the dark chips, though. But that's it. So it's not that bad. And then otherwise, like you guys were saying, like Dark Sword in that last Liberation mission was so good. Oh my god, I am so lucky that he moved down somewhere where I can still hit him. I should have been more patient and just waited for him to attack. But I just really wanted to get the one turn there. Yeah, it's not difficult, honestly. Look guys, I have fast gauge. Let's use it. And then sometimes you get to do this, so, you know. I mean, DS is in fact 220 base damage if you could space it properly, which is kind of haha silly. Right, you can go do nothing. He'll recover HP, that's fine. Actually not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. Let's see what I get here. Let's see, what's my chip? What's my chip I can get? Hey, that does work. Ow. Huh. Never mind. That one's not important. Let's just win. You can't... I don't think you can fight them with surrounded battlefield. I have not seen a single... Dude, I am getting massacred here. Alright, let's go. Nightman it is. I have not seen a single one of the Cactual viruses here. Yeah, viruses around you. You could get the negative, hold on, you guys want to do something really fun, hold on. Let's just make this a little bit easier. I could have done more damage than that by actually attacking him, but whatever. I wish you could get surrounded, because if you could get surrounded, you would be able to... Hold on. This is... I just messed up. Oh, hold. Let's just do this real quick. Nice. Okay. Keep going, Dark Soul. Do your thing, Dark Soul. Just delete them. Fighting Cosmo Man while surrounded? I don't know. Maybe that was an easy one. Cloudman is such a bitch. Cloudman... Oh, I was light Mega Man at the end too. I didn't realize. Cloudman kidnaps everyone on his team apparently. I have status bug. Nice. 6 phases out of 9. Nice. I have a motion bug from one of the mod cards. Hooray! Oh boy, look guys, I'm getting Shadow Soul. That is so cool, I can't wait to use Shadow Soul. I hear that one's really good. Oh no. Bye everyone. Bye, have a great time. This particular scene is not going to make a lot of sense. And yes, not a motion bug, status bug. Status bug can turn you invisible, invincible, which is green. It can blind you or it can confuse you. Feral Mega Man squared. How does it make no sense? Because I'm already tainted by darkness. I've been using dark chips, and they're pretending like they're gonna use a dark chip on me for the first time here. Implant a dark power. Sirs, do you not see how black my skin is right now? Pause, that sounded terrible. It makes you darker. You're right. Let's be honest here. In reality, they would have captured Mega Man, seen that he's already been using dark chips. They'd all be like, what the hell is going on? And then he would be frothing at the mouth, begging for more dark chips. I like this heel Navi as a doctor. I mean, why not? It's not the first time we've seen Doctor Heal Navis, right? Pick up the phone, dude. To be fair, his phone only rang like 3 times. Okay. That is going to be it for tonight, guys. Patch card menu? Hey, he's still here! If I turn on patch cards, will Dark Mega Man have them in the Liberation mission? Because if so, I have an idea. I agree with Sylvia. That's exactly what should happen. Mega Man should get that dark chip and just massacre everyone. This would be really fun to do. I might try it. I'll see if that's what happens. Anyways, I have no HP. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. I will play through some of this section. I won't be able to play through the whole section, but tomorrow on my lunch break and while I'm on the way home from work, I will play through this segment to get through as much as I can. And then tomorrow I'll probably be up to the ship already. Cause like, what do you have to do in this area, in this part of the game? You do what? You go to SciLab for the first. You have to go to End Area. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll go to End Area tomorrow for the first time. Maybe pick up my statics there, so that I can buy my statics. And then after you go to End Area for the first time is when you go to the ship. That's probably what I'll do tomorrow. We'll do the ship section tomorrow. And then we go straight into the Liberation mission tomorrow. You're right, I can get 2 dark chips. Should we get the 2 dark chips now? We do have access to 2 dark chips. Let's see. We are now in chapter 4, so we have access to Dark Meteor in the docks, and we have access to Dark Lance. Oh, one of them is End Area? It says dock. Queen Bohemia dock. And chapter 4, purchase from Lady and SciLab docks. Hold on. Let's go see about these dark chips first. So one of them, not this guy, right? I think it's this lady here is the quiz lady. Let's do the quizzes first and then we'll leave. 1-2 punch. 60 damage. Sweet and spicy? Yeah. Vending machine sells energy drinks. She said la 4 times. Andy appears in SciLab 2. Just kidding. What question is this? It's 7. I hate that one. Right one. And a battle chip. And influenza is a virus. You get Dark Lance for that. So that's our Dark Lance. Alright, let's do the hide and seek thing. I've never actually finished the hide and seek thing. And this lady... Sure, Dark Meteor. Am I gonna use any of these? I feel like Dark Meteor is not that great because it causes flashing. It's good against viruses, but against navies it's not useful. Dark Lance is only really that good against, really it's only good against Cloudman, so whatever. We'll stick with what we have for now. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight actually, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. We're looking forward to doing hopefully 2 liberation missions tomorrow night. Take care, everyone.